host today is Bob Sinkovic, an entrepreneur for over 25 years helping people with their financial needs.
Hi, my name's Bob Sinkovic, and welcome to my financial video. This is video number 2, or podcast number 2, whichever you want to call it. And what we're going to talk about today is really what to do with the money once you get it, or to find out what the conditions of your financial situation really are. Now, we really can't make a judgment on anybody's financial situation because we're all different. Everybody has different financial goals, different financial needs, different thoughts on how they want to spend their money, and we can't just judge and say, well, you need to save and put that money in the bank, because maybe that's not where they're going with their lives at this period of time in their life. So we wanted to talk a little bit about a budget. And I hate the word budget with a passion, because budget, whenever you hear these financial guys talk about budget, what they're saying is, for example, you make $20,000 a year, which is very low, and they're going to say, well, you have to live on $20,000 a year, and you need to be specific, and that's what you need to live on. The problem with that whole line of thinking is you can't live on $20,000 a year with any kind of American dream in mind. So we need to make more money, which goes back to the first video. But I prefer to call it more planned spending. I mean, you really need to know where your money's going. So if you really take a look at it, we want to be able to think a little bit outside the box, not just inside the box. So planned spending is to know where your money's going. And I don't know how many people actually know where their money's going. If I said, how much is your electric bill this month? How much is your gas bill? What'd you spend on fuel last month? Those type of questions you need to know off the top of your head, so you can formulate when you go shopping whether you can afford something or not. And that gets into the program of whether it's a want or a need. That's something as old as financial planning goes, is whether you really need the item or you want the item because they made you want it by commercials or just an incitement of product advertising. So if we notice that your credit card balances are going up every month, then definitely there is a problem, because all it's doing is kicking the can down the road, and that's not really what we want to do. But I put spending into 2 groups. I put it into the fixed group, which those are things that aren't going to change. For example, your house payment every month is not going to change. Then we get into variable, which constantly changes. For example, how much water did you use this month? How much electric? How much did you spend on entertainment? Christmas, we just got through Christmas. How much did you spend on that? So a lot of it we just kick down the road. So based on your lifestyle choices, we need to put together something and just see where we're at. Now, I always suggest writing everything down. And I know a lot of people don't write everything down. They don't use Excel. They don't use Lotus. They don't use any kind of computer. They don't even use pencil and paper to write it. They're just kind of working out of their pocket, which is not the best way to do things. If you're not going to do either one of those things, then the best thing to do is maybe the envelope method, to put all your receipts or your money in envelopes in it. The method works, believe me, so you have the money there at the end of the month. I did a sheet that has basically a comparison of income from people who are in government assistance to people who are just working a regular job, to the average income in the state of Ohio, and to the above average income. And if you notice on this sheet, we have a lot of different categories that people probably don't even allow money for. And, housing, auto, fuel, auto insurance, food. And some of these are variable and some of them are fixed. And I've even put on here entertainment, illegal drugs, because a lot of people are spending a lot of money on weed or what have you, and it just gets to be very expensive. And entertainment can be expensive. Maybe your hobby is expensive. Your church or charity giving is important. And you have to look at these different things in order to see what your income level is at. Where's your spending at? So once you take a look at this sheet and put a program together for yourself, maybe it'll shed some light on where your money's going and what you can do to plug those holes up. And you'll be able to see that. And with that, that's about it. That's all we're going to talk about the budget right now. So with that, this is video number 2. I hope that helps you a little bit. We're going to keep moving and talk about maybe different things on the budget so that you can be able to save some money and accomplish the same thing. Thanks again for watching.